Editing your template is not for the faint of heart. If you don't know PHP and CSS, let me encourage you in a couple of ways. One, it's not hard to edit your template using copy and paste. Copy and paste is your friend. I will say this, however, leaving even just a semicolon out will destroy your template. So when you're doing this, I always encourage you to make a copy of your file first, so that if you do mess something up, you can quickly go back and fix it. Alright, so let's make a simple edit in this file. We're going to go ahead and change the left and right module positions. Pretty simple, right? Div ID equals left defines the left margin of our page. This is the left div here. This is the right div here. We're going to reverse those just by changing out two words. JDoc include type equals modules, name equals left, change that to right. And change this one to left. Hit save, and now we've reversed our module positions. That quickly, that simply. It's not hard to do this, but again, let me encourage you, always make backup copies of files, especially when you're learning how to do all of these kinds of edits. The index.php file is made up of some basic structure. The doc type, the head, the body, a series of divs that lay out the page using CSS, and then /body/HTML. Div ID equals page, div ID equals header, div ID equals logo. You'll notice that these are indented. Indenting your code is really helpful, especially when you're trying to figure out where something goes. So I always encourage you to indent each time you create a new div. And when you close it out, you can unindent. The JDoc statement is a Joomla-specific statement that includes different things in a page. Usually the modules, but not always. In this case, it's a module, and the position is user 3, and the style is none. We'll talk about that in the template class. Down here we see JDoc type equals message. That's the error messages that Joomla produces. And JDoc type equals component is the basic article or whatever the component display is on that page. Now, you can only have one message and one component in an index.php file. Similarly, you can only have a div ID once on a page. You can have div classes as many times as you want, but IDs can only be put in one place because those are positional and lay out the template for you. So if we hit refresh, we're back to normal because I switched those back. And I'm going to say, put up a little thing here called TP equals 1. What this does for us, and you've seen this before, is this shows us where all of the module positions are for a given template. So it's important as you start to work with your index.php file, if you change the divs, all of the module positions would be out of whack. So it's those div IDs that give you your structure, and then Joomla calls the module positions into those divs and gives you your layout. It's important once you open a div that you close a div, and again that's why I encourage you to do the indenting as you're starting to play with your index.php file. Frankly, you could change every position on this page and totally change the look and feel of the site just by moving these divs around. That's the index.php file.